What's up guys, welcome to the video. I hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, I'm gonna do a review on the TV show Dark. It's really popular right now on the internet. That's because season 3 just came out like a week ago. I finished that season like 2 days ago and I had some time to think about the TV show entirely and I have some opinions on it. So before I get into the review video, I'm just gonna put a spoiler tag out there. I am gonna be talking about references in different seasons. So just a spoiler tag out there. If you don't want to get spoiled, just switch off the video. Like just go somewhere, go and watch something else. I'm just gonna get into the review video. So I'm gonna first talk about the technical aspect of the show and then I'm gonna talk about the story and characters and everything that goes along with it. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about the cinematography and the audio and visuals. Alright, so this show is truly one of the few that has made me go, the level of cinematography that has gone into this TV show is without a doubt nothing short of amazing. I mean, it truly shortens the gap between how you differentiate a TV show and cinema. Some of you right now might be thinking that I might be exaggerating, but there are a lot of people on the internet who are actually comparing this show to Christopher Nolan's work. Granted that some of these people are just pretending to be interested in this show because they just want to be perceived as cool.
Not on my level. You will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain.
But if I'm gonna be honest, I do a certain resemblance to this show and Christopher Nolan's work. And that is not me knocking down on Nolan's work, but instead praising on how good this show really is. They also have some really good VFX in this show to showcase those sci-fi elements. But I'm guessing it's not a surprise to anyone because lately the line between is that a TV show or a cinema or a movie has gotten smaller and smaller over the years. But you know what makes this show truly wonderful? That they have somehow managed to wonderfully create a perfect unison between audio and visual, and it's an absolute treat. It's an absolute treat. The process of perfectly syncing up various audio with different visual to invoke a certain feeling of anxiety, dread, relief, and many more is perfectly executed, and it does truly remind me of some of Nolan's work, and I can truly say that this show is one of those that does it perfectly. But before I move on from the cinematography and all the technical aspects of the TV show, I just want to give a short mention to the location where it was shot. This was shot in the countryside of Weiden, Germany, and I felt like this was the perfect location because the location itself gives a air of mystery and intrigue. So whenever there was a scene where a character or any kind of storyline was taken place in the woods or in the cabin, I would go like. Now that we have spoken about the technical aspects of the show, let's talk about the story and the characters. Look, I can't speak a lot about the actors in this show because I clearly don't watch a lot of German content. But I can say that the performance that these actors have put up in the show is really good, and I would actually like to see some of these actors in different Netflix shows or in any other medium, because if this is the level of complexity and storytelling that they put in their TV shows, then I can't even imagine how good their movies and other TV shows might be. So I'm definitely gonna be checking out their different TV shows and movies. So let's talk about the story and the characters, and there are a lot of them and a lot to talk about. So in Wikipedia it states that Dark is an aftermath of a child's disappearance which exposes the secret of and hidden connections among 4 estranged families as they slowly unravel a sinister time travel and parallel universe conspiracy which spans several generations. And I have to say this is somewhat accurate, but this is just a sliver of the whole cake, and the show is much more than this, especially when it comes to season 3. So I'm not going to get too much into the story because if you're watching this video, then that means that you've already watched the show at least until season 2, I believe. So I'm not going to get too much into the story, and I'm going to just talk about some of the highlights and about some of the characters that are integral to this show. So let's talk about the story. So Dark is a story about time travel which revolves around 4 families, which are the Dopplers, the Kahnwalds, the Nielsens, and the Tiedemans. And in those families there are more than like 50 characters that go along with it. And I would argue that the primary character in this entire show would be Jonas. And remember, that is Jonas, not Jonas. Alright, don't make that mistake. Especially if you have watched the TV show, do not make that mistake.
Okay.
So first we get introduced to Jonas, who's a teenager, and he just does stupid normal teenager stuff like sleeping in really late, dreaming about something erotic or dark, no pun intended, looking like he's daydreaming all the time, hooking up with his best friend's girl and falling in love with her, and then finally developing a moral compass. And come on, as a former teenager, I feel like we have all done that, and I feel like you guys remember yours too as well. Yeah, those were the fun days. But then his world gets turned upside down when he unknowingly loses his friend's little brother in the woods. His father commits suicide. He travels back in time to the past, and then in the past he gets to know that the little brother who he lost in the woods actually grew up to become his father. Then he comes back to the present, and there he meets his older self who actually tells him that the world is gonna end in few days and he's the only one who can stop it. And to add to that, he again travels back to the past and then to the future, and also he again gets to know that there is someone else who's trying to stop him from saving the world, and his name is Adam. And then again he travels to different location in time, and then he finally meets the person who is trying to stop him, and then he gets to know that's his older self. I don't know if that is right, but I'm just going along with it. And then just to cap it all off, there is also parallel worlds. So that's just amazing. That's not confusing at all. Yay.
The man does not exist, okay? So I decided, oh shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. You gotta be kidding me, I got boxes!
My god, this is just too much for one young hormonal teenager. I mean, a teenager's life is already as hard as it is, and you gotta add time travel and end of the world to it. I would guarantee that the teenager would go crazy, and he actually does in this show. And I can't blame him, because I kind of feel like the only thing a teenager should do is be confused about his life and masturbate all the time. Yeah, I do miss those days. Those were the glory days.
Drew? It's not what it looks like.
But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So this is just one character in a show. So I think you can imagine what's going on with all the other 50 or more characters in this show. Alright, so that's how vast this show really is and complicated this show really is. With all these characters and all these different stories, they somehow have managed to come up with a wonderful sci-fi story which perfectly balances the line between science and almost all its accuracies and brilliant storytelling. Granted that season 3 is a little rough around the edges and it's a little bit complicated for an average Joe, but still I'd stand by what I said previously. Alright, this is one of those few shows which have taken different scientific principles and have depicted in the most accurate way that I've ever seen in any TV show or in any movie out there. And that's right, I said it. Yeah, that's true. I'm actually gonna stand with that statement, and you're not gonna do anything about it. Alright,
Okay.
so at this point you might be wondering, Dan, is there any negative about this show? I mean, all things that you have said about this show is just positive, how good it is and how amazing it is. But is there any negative? Because there must be any negatives, because no show is 100% perfect. And for those people, I would say that no, there's not a lot of bad things about this show. But there have been some complaints about this show, and that is for people who have already watched it, and also for some people who might watch it. The complaint might be that it's a little bit boring when it starts, especially in season 1 or the first half of season 1. And I would say for those people that yes, it is a little bit boring. That's because they need to set up characters. I mean, look at any really good shows out there. For example, let's take shows like Breaking Bad. A lot of people will agree with me that the first half of the first season of Breaking Bad is a little bit bland or a little bit slow. That's because the directors and the writers need time to set up those characters in their different stories. And that's what Dark does brilliantly. It takes its own time to set up different characters in their different storylines. So for those people, my advice would be is to just buckle down and stay with it, because it will get interesting. Alright, so other than that, the only other criticism would be Season 3 is a little bit complicated for all the people who are watching right now, who have like followed it along exactly and might be watching Season 3 right now. It's a little bit complicated, but then again, at some moments I did like some of the scientific principles that they used to substantiate the storylines, but again they went a little bit off track with it. But again, I would not argue with it if it supports the narrative and brings the story to a logical conclusion, which it did. So I'm happy with how they went along with season 3. Lastly, I would say the only question remain is, would I recommend it? And if you guys didn't listen to what I just said for the previous 5 or 7 minutes or so, then absolutely I recommend this show. Absolutely. Alright, and if this TV show was made into a movie, I would guarantee and I would bet on it that it would definitely win an Oscar. And that is a fact. It would definitely win more than 2 or 3 Oscars for sure. But obviously this can't be made into a movie because it is so complex and all that. But anyways, that's a discussion for another time. Yeah, that's it for my review on this show, Netflix show The Dark. And I hope that Netflix encourages more content like this out there outside Hollywood, because there are so many content, regional content from different countries. Like from Germany we got Dark, from India we have Sacred Games. So there are so many other content out there, and I hope that Netflix takes that chance with different regional content. Yeah guys, that's it for my review of the TV show Dark. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and also I know that I didn't go too much into detail about different season. If you guys liked my review on it, my take on it, do let me know, because I'm actually interested in doing different season reviews, especially interested in doing season 3 review, because it's a little bit complicated compared to other 2 seasons. Now just hit that like button, and if this video gets 50 likes, I will definitely do a season 3 review. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. It would really help me to know that I did really well in this video and I can do future videos like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace and stay safe.